The world is constantly in motion, moving fast, and it all runs on data. By the power of technology, we bring people together, wherever they are, and keep the data they depend on flowing round the clock. In the most innovative and demanding
club in Sussex. It's been around since 1897.
Actually, the club is like a family. It's very, very close-knit.
We've got 7 indoor titles in a row. I mean, we are the ones that everyone wants to come out and beat.
Such a friendly, open club. You've got kids knee-high playing around with sticks.
I was one of those little kids who would just stand there and run around if my little miniature stick wanted to join in, and it just kicked off from there.
Yeah, it's a real family club.
You've got to train hard, you've got to train like you're going to play, and some. So when it gets to a game, it's actually the easy part.
I love being able to express myself on the pitch.
If you enjoy something, you will be more successful at it. I mean, for us, this is just the start of the record and the legacy. We want to continue going on and on and on, and we really want to cement ourselves as the best ever in England.
Good afternoon. We're delighted to welcome you here to East Grinstead Hockey Club this afternoon. Lovely afternoon for a top match here between Swansea and East Grinstead. Very excited to have a look through the squads today. Unfortunately, I think that Swansea potentially are missing a few players due to their Welsh contingent being involved in the World Cup qualifiers. However, they look like they've got a good side. We've got Ella Jackson, Beth Wood, Lowry Ratton, Lauren Dunn, Catherine Mee, Louise Laughlin, Katrin Gerek, Harriet Barker, Nell Lane, Sarah Davis, Rebecca Trahan, Jessica Lee, Danny Morgan, Abigail Marsh, Catherine Hunter, Bethan Collier, Katie Mulroy, Natalie Blythe, Betson Thomas and Jessica Rowe on their team list so far. Team managers Emily Burrows, head coach Paul Edwards, their assistant coach Lewin Bartlett. Obviously, both teams just warming up with the East Grinstead squad. Also missing a couple at the moment due to injury, unfortunately, with Tess Howard still rehabbing her knee and Hannah Cousins still coming back from an ankle injury. Although had she been fit, I'm sure we would have been missing her due to Welsh representation as well. But today, really excited. Good squad warming up down there, just in the bottom corner of the pitch. We've got Laura Myers in goal, very experienced, freshly back from her European experience where she was voted goalkeeper of the tournament. We've got Alexandra Moutzer, number 5. She's going to be doing a great job for us today in midfield, really exciting player. We've got Guadalupe Fernandez-Lacour over from Spain. She's joined us this season and been an absolute strength into our defence as well as attacking midfield. She's going to be an exciting player to watch today for sure. Number 9, Courtney Hansford. Court has also been around. She's a junior, homegrown junior from East Grinstead, been away to uni and been back over the last few seasons, growing from strength to strength. She'll be an exciting player to watch today. We have Ellie Rea, fresh back from Tokyo, full of confidence, been a brilliant player across the years and she's no doubt going to be instrumental for East Grinstead today. We have Jo Westwood away. She is with her Welsh team, so best of luck to Jo as she's taking on Scotland. Stalwart in defence, Chloe Palmer. She will be leading that back line, distributing out the back and also a threat at corner, so she's going to be an exciting player to watch. Chloe Brown, also defensive player, Irish, as she's known in our team. She'll be, lovely defender. She's going to be working hard and bringing a lot of energy as we're going forwards. Number 18, we've got Fatin Sikri, known as Jay, one of our Malaysian players who joined us just a few weeks ago, just before the squad went out to Lille. And she certainly added a huge amount from the forward line, scoring some goals. Hope she'll get on the score sheet today as well. Sophie Bray, number 19, obviously a key player for us to watch. She's going to be absolutely major threat up front. She's going to be the one that is marked probably most closely with most attention to detail. Her finishing skills are, some of the very best that we've seen in GB, and we hope that she's going to get on the score sheet today. Number 21, Harriet Mitchell. Harriet is one of the calmest players I think I've ever seen play. Beautiful skills out the back, very calm, lovely distribution as well, and just always there to cover in defence when we need her. Excitingly for number 22 today, 18-year-old Alice Walton makes her debut. So we're really, really excited for Alice. She's been a lovely player. She's still at school, just at Cranley. And we wish her the very best of luck today as she makes her debut for the first team ladies here in the Premier Division. I'm sure she's going to be working incredibly hard up there on the front line, getting in all to the right places. And hopefully maybe she'll get on the end of something to get on the score sheet. Number 23, Lydia McDonnell. Ron, affectionately known as one of our key players as well. She's going to be working hard midfield and the forward line. Good engine on her. She's got very fast hands, some lovely skills, and I think she'll be working very hard. Number 24, Autumn Bowden. Autie, long-standing club person here, worked incredibly hard over the last few seasons and has joined the first team this season, making her debut just one of the first games, scoring on her debut, one of the first games that we played in this season. Also part of the team in Europe, getting on the score sheet there. So she's got an incredible finish on her. She knows where that goal is. Great firepower. And we wish her all the best for her game today. Number 25, Narani Rashid. Noni, another one of our Malaysians. Really, really lovely player again. Very calm, lovely smooth hands, good skills. She'll be playing in the back line as well as midfield, and just a real engine room for us, linking the play. And then number 26, we have Robin Bentley, who's back this year from her time at university up in Nottingham, and she's also done incredibly well. She's one of the juniors that started here, and she's back now. So it's beautiful to see her back in the team, and she'll be adding a great amount up there on the forward line. Head coach Mary Booth with a wealth of experience, ably assisted by Jason Lee, who equally has some incredible experience. So there's a lot of tactical knowledge there that's going on. With Tony Crisp, our manager, so EG will be in the white navy white with Swansea in their black vests and green skirts. So promises to be a lovely day for a game of hockey. It's going to be a good game, I can sense out there. Both teams looking lively. Both teams looking like they're going to be ready for every opportunity that comes their way. So very excited for what will be a great game. So both teams just huddling up here before we start. Swansea getting their chant away. They will definitely be looking to put up a good fight today. Although they're bottom of the table at the moment, they've played 4, drawn 1. Against Buckingham in their first opening game. They've unfortunately lost, but it hasn't been by too many margins, and I know they'll put up a really, really good fight today. They'll be looking to work hard together as a team and get those passes linking together. EG just finishing off their huddle now as the umpires checking and doing their last checks. They are going to want to start off on a really, really fast pace in this game, so we're excited to see what's going to happen just in the opening few moments. Final few words from Captain Sophie Bray in that huddle for EG. I know she'll be looking to reiterate the team talk from Jason and Mary and just make sure everybody's really up for working as hard as they possibly can, getting things away, nice calm skills and having a really good strong opening few minutes. So we've got a good crowd over there. Lovely day, as we say, a nice autumn day and this October half term, and this should be a really, really exciting match as we're about to get underway here. Ellie Raya feeding the ball back there to Laura Unsworth, and EG are off as they start the ball there with Lydia McDonnell. Oh, just out of play, so Swansea get the restart and off they get, touches on the ball. Here we go, Swansea got a nice back three at the moment, looking to stretch the EG play. Ball just there now with Irish. Linking nicely, Ron to Raya, into Swansea, and EG starting to play that ball around, which is exactly what they wanted to be doing in these first opening minutes. Really nice simple passing. And Swansea player there just getting a slight touch just to stop the flow, but Irish is back on the ball on the sideline, ready to get it going, looking around, checking the options. Nice ball back to Harriet Unzi, providing the width. And these passes just nicely linking together. Reyes with her speed is going to be a huge threat as we enter the EG into the circle, runs on the ball. Here we go, what can her fast hands do? Here we go, she's going well for short corner one. Brilliant stuff from Ron after a number of lovely passes from EG. Just linking together nicely, easy shows and just really simple stuff on the ball. So EG will be really happy with that first few minutes, just to be getting as many players touching the ball and getting obviously into the attacking end of the pitch and winning themselves a short corner. Here we go. So Swansea just getting themselves organised as EG are ready. Number of threats up there. Chloe Palmer looking ready, as is Ellie Raya. Second phase will be really, really important. Here we go. Oh, beautiful. What a goal there by Chloe Palmer, number 16, to get EG off to a perfect start after that passing passage. Great attacking play, and we're 1-0 up. So the next moments after a goal are always really, really important, with teams looking to exploit perhaps complacency after a team has scored, but also just, key moments to try and find a reply straight away when you've conceded. So I know that Swansea are going to be looking to reply as best they can. East Grinstead would certainly be looking just to organise quickly, win the ball back, and get going again with linking those passes. Great work there from Jay, number 28, sorry, for EG, finding G, and here we go. Sophie Bray in the ball. Fortunately, her cross was just intercepted by the Swansea lot. Number 10, Sarah Davis, the captain for Swansea, just working hard there in midfield. Fortunately, the pass forward back to her has just gone away, so East Grinstead have the possession again, and they'll be looking to link those passes. Good from Chloe across to Harriet. Again, the space between the fullbacks there really, really important, just to make sure that we stretch the play. Good show from Sophie Bray, finding out Alex Mauser as she bursts into the circle, and East Grinstead win their second corner after some excellent attacking work down the left-hand side. Mauser's burst of pace, getting in there, and the others mopping up, just finding the Swansea leg to get East Grinstead the second corner. So Ella Jackson will be organising her defence for Swansea, probably trying to make sure there's not a gap again to be struck. Bray's ready to inject the ball. Nice trap from Unzi. Great strike again from Clay on the second phase. Oh, just lacked a lift on there from Rhea, and it's cleared out of the circle by Swansea. He'll be relieved to get rid of that one and make sure that's not gone in the goal again. Close on the ball. EG just organising. Here we go. We're looking to find some space, perhaps transfer the ball again. Harriet's on it. Nice, good distance to Irish again. And again, just the pace at which East Grinstead are getting and giving the ball at the moment is really, really good. It just means that Swansea are going to have to work really hard to try and win that ball. Miles again, just mopping up. Very calm from East Grinstead. Really good patience. And again, it's quite easy there for Grinstead to get the ball into the circle. So I think Swansea are going to have to do some organising if they're going to hold off that ball coming into the circle quite so easily. But East Grinstead looking really nice and calm. Great positioning from our halfbacks and offering the width and our wider midfield players. And people just showing for the ball, which is excellent. Good amount of chat out there from both teams, just organising, particularly from the defensive players who they'll be calling a lot. Laura Myers in goal, just organising her defence there for East Grinstead, making sure they're nice and tight. Swansea now looking just to try and link some play, some passes. Here we go. Ooh. And there's been a strong blow of the whistle there by the umpire of the East Grinstead defensive end. So Swansea will be hoping, just kept the ball in play there, the left half back. No, not given. I think East Grinstead hoping for a foot there, but it wasn't blown. So it is going to be a game of making sure we play to that whistle. Can't afford to stop in there because there'll be moments where there might be the slight opportunity. Great work there from Mauser again on the left-hand side, just linking there with G. And again, ball back to Harriet so we can get it across quickly on the transfer. Irish playing quality ball forward to Rhea, who's found Ron. out on that right-hand side. Again, people getting in really good positions off the ball, so just a lot of good energy at the moment off the ball to link some passes. I'm delighted now to be joined by JJ Davis. He's got through some tricky traffic to join us on the commentary. Wow, there we go. That's a fantastic goal. Ball into the circle, and Ellie Ray just getting a deflection there on her reverse stick. Excellent. Welcome, JJ.
Hi, thank you. It has been a journey here, but glad to come in and see the second goal for the girls. It's a great finish there by Ellie Ray.
So EG just making a couple of subs. We've got Alice on number 22, who's there we go, closing down. 18 years old, really excited for her. Great pressure, and we've just turned the ball over. The other player that's just come on has been Orty, number 24. Again, I mentioned her in the introduction. She's done very well this season indeed, and she'll be a good force up there now, as she'll be looking to get into that circle.
Yes, it's really good to see Alice now playing with the ones. It's a great opportunity to see the youngsters coming through. She's been working really hard in training, and now she's really getting a chance to put her name on the pitch, really. Swansea look like they're holding a tight press there, just keeping it quite tight, making sure that East Grinstead can't just pass the ball through the middle, and they're working really hard trying to just cover those channels.
So good intercept there from Catherine Hunter on the right-hand side for Swansea, trying to link with Danny Jordan. But unfortunately, EG were already aware of it and got a good intercept. So the back 4-5 players, Laura Unsworth on the ball now. They'll just be looking to rebuild that platform, play the ball in and out, linking those passes together, and just start to build the next attack.
And again, we're just kind of patient on the ball. Swansea's keeping it tight. I must say, Gilly, it's quite nice to see the stands, the spectators watching the ones today. It's really good for the club.
Totally, I think it's an exciting day with a double header with the men playing later. It's great to kick off with the ladies' game. And as I mentioned earlier, it's a lovely autumn day, October half term, and really, really great to see so many people over there coming to support ladies' first team.
All in their pink.
All in their pink indeed, playing pink for breast cancer awareness. And we'll be hopefully having a chat with B Chapel, one of our outstanding club members who's been working really hard to raise money over these past few weeks. Here we go with Sophie Bray on the ball, linking here with Jay. Oh, just couldn't quite control it. Alice just the ball going past her, but Ortiz there. Nicely to link back with Courtney.
Yeah, and that opportunity came from, we had 2 or 3 players on the ball around the Swansea players straight away, and that quite quick press from our girls allowed us to nick the ball.
So good pressure from EG, turn the ball back over. Nonny's on the sideline restart now, as we're just about 6 minutes left of this first quarter. EG in excellent shape, good distance between the fullbacks. Balls into inside forwards as well, into our screen positions. Fortunately, that one just picked out. So it's Swansea now with the opportunity. What can they do? Danny Jordan on the ball. And unfortunately, she looked to find Catherine Hunter again. Couldn't quite make the pass link there. So that's going to be something for Swansea to address in the quarter time team talk. Is just actually about the quality of their passes, being able to link them together, which EG have done outstandingly well so far. We've got Rhea into the circle again. A few little 3D skills there, and just being a real nuisance and a real threat in there. It's going to be hard work if Swansea don't start to defend the circle a little better and just to link those passes.
Well, Alistair on the pressure, put the Swansea player under some immense pressure, and Ellie supporting allowed EG to win that ball back. Yeah, and I think, as I said, Swansea need to try and really keep hold of the ball, be a bit more disciplined when they get the ball, because they're losing it a little bit easily at the moment. They're winning it in good areas sometimes, and then they seem to not find their players.
So good ball there from Chloe, just in full-back position from the middle of the pitch. She's always had a unbelievable strike on her, and the ability for her to hit or slap a ball forward has been a great threat. Good lead there from Ellie Rea. Ball back to Chloe again. We're looking to get that ball forwards. Some movement. The leading's been really, really good so far as well from East Grinstead. Ball in again, and here we go. Another little goal that's just squeaked in there from Rea's movement and her ability to get the ball in the air. I think it came in off either a Swansea defender, but she'll be really delighted with that. I think that's goal number 2 for her. 3 goals in the first quarter is superb. So just a couple of minutes, EG will be really happy with this. Swansea are going to be looking to readdress at quarter time, that's for sure. But certainly the work rate from East Grinstead has been outstanding, combined with their ability just to put passes together. So some simple stuff, but working really, really well. So good work from Iris there. Having a little look forward, trying to link there with G, but playing the simple stuff as we just come back. Nice touch there, first time touch from Unzi, and also from Mauser. Just the flow on the passes is outstanding. Great position from Orty and down on the baseline. Again, strong into that circle. Unfortunately, couldn't quite find the back of the net there. Robin's also on, that's great. Number 26 for East Grinstead.
I mean, that was a great save from the Swansea goalie. Because it was a one-time snapshot, and the reflection there, reaction save to keep the ball out, keep the score down to 3-0.
So good intensity there from Rhea, and then Noni just stepping in to mop up that ball. Skills there on the receive from Mauser. Lovely running ball carry position from Mauser. She gets her head up very quickly. Here we are. She's back in there. Oh, fortunately, the shot didn't quite come off there. I'm sure that wasn't what she was hoping for, but some great movement there. Just as we come burst through the pitch with her pace, exciting to watch.
Yes, that was an interesting one there from Mauser. I'm sure she'll not want to see one of those again.
So the last couple of minutes in this quarter, I think the challenge for EG is going to just be to maintain the consistency of the superb passing that they're doing at the moment. The getting, the giving, the movement on the angles, creating space, the distances between fullbacks and getting people nice and wide. It's just been outstanding. So I think if they can look to get this consistent throughout the game, it's going to potentially be a very useful scoreline for them. Here we go, last little bit. Mauser just getting into that circle, great pace. Oh, unlucky. Rhea went for the split grip half volley there from Mauser's pullback on the right-hand side. But the girls have worked really hard. Again, whistle's not blown. I think Swansea hoping for a foul to be blown there, but it's not given. So, again, it's going to be a case of play to that whistle. G just slipping. And just really important that everyone nice and calm in these last little moments. So hopefully the crowd will be really pleased as well. 3 goals to have witnessed so far. Chloe just looking for who's moving. Got good width there from Noni. Again, great position from Robin. Oh, lovely skills there, Robin. Well done. A few people queuing up to try and get on the end of that. Unfortunately, just not missing the final touch there on the connection, but some great work from Robin in a really high position on the baseline. And that's quarter time. So crowd pleased to have seen 3 goals. And the players just jogging in to both their benches to see get some instruction from their coaches. So quarter time just finishing now as East Grinstead retake their positions on pitch, and Swansea having had some strong instruction from coach Paul Edwards. Hopefully just to link those passes, I think, really. And I'm sure there's been some clarity from Mary and Jason for East Grinstead around the next quarter's play. Wouldn't be surprised if it was keep doing what you're doing. 3 goals in the 17 minutes has been pleasing. And we're off for the restart.
So Swansea's gone back into that shape. They've been really successful down this right-hand side defending our outlet. And as I said, in that first quarter, they got into the ball. They got about 3 or 4 interceptions there, but they haven't made anything from it. And I think that's what they really need to capitalise on if they really want to try and hurt East Grinstead's defence.
Yeah, this will be a nice game for them to play in, won't it, JJ? We miss these kind of games, don't we? Where there feels like there's quite a lot of time and space out there. But that is also because East Grinstead are just moving the ball. Nobody's really dwelling on it. It's just strong receive, get it, give it, everybody moving. And those are the nice games that we always like to play in. Unfortunately, we're not today.
No, absolutely. As much time as possible, really. You can casually do what you like to do. No, but the girls are doing really well. And it is about the modern game, anyways. The pace that we move the ball at, the pace players are moving at, the pace we're passing at. It's really changed the game a lot, and East Grinstead are starting to show that in the last few weeks.
Yeah, and also tough because they actually had the break weekend last weekend, didn't they? So I think sometimes when you've the league as it is this year's got a bye weekend for teams, and having that missing game, you obviously as a player want to play every week as much as possible to put the training into match day, and so yeah, it'll be. East Grinstead will certainly be pleased with what they've put into practice from this week's training. I think the weather didn't help. It sounded fairly wet on Wednesday, and so far they'll be pleased with the amount of pressure they're putting in. Really good intercept there, and I think just the ability they're looking. Araya's shot, great save from the keeper, and just Jay's rebound there. Great position from her, but just putting it wide.
Rhea, they're really looking for a hat trick now, isn't she? It's a great effort on goal. She'd be unlucky. She'd be feeling unlucky to not get that 3rd goal.
Yeah, Swansea are going to have to work hard here, just to, looking a little bit uncertain even from 16, just about who wants the ball. And then those kind of passes are, you're making it hard for your teammate to pick up a ball. That's going to be tough just to build that platform, whereas EG seem to have got that right at the moment. There's people showing for the ball, distance between the fullbacks, we keep mentioning people, G working really hard out wide there, just to create those spaces.
Okay, Swansea's number 12 is just Jessica Lee, just trying to run at East Grinstead defence. Chloe coming around to cover and support Irish and Harriet there on the left-hand side.
Yeah, and the confidence for both sides will come from a back line at times as well. It's just the ability just to hold on to that ball, be nice and calm with what they're doing. And I think that's where East Grinstead are putting it in, even when it goes wrong like that there. But they're okay with that. Just putting those bits and pieces into practice of just, people wanting the ball, people being in good positions. And just having the patience and the composure just to play the ball around at good pace, but with quality, so that it's easy for your teammate to get the ball and then give the next one. Swansea just having a little left-hand side attack there, but unfortunately they reversed it across again. Maybe she watched Mouse's a minute ago.
Okay, so EG again building from the back. Harriet into Chloe. Chloe out to Irish. And just calmly just passing the ball around the back, looking for some openings. Back to Harriet. Harriet's looking up. Can't see quite an option. She's keeping the ball moving on a stick. Trying to find Sophie there in the middle of the pitch. But a loose ball came free. Auntie picked up and passed it wide to Lydia McDonnell. Jay on the line, looking to eliminate that defender from Swansea. It's a great tackle from number 23, Jessica Rowe, there to stop Jay from getting into the attacking circle.
That's good work from Swansea. It's tough when you've got some of your key players missing due to their international commitments. But it's exciting. Obviously, it's difficult last couple of seasons as well with the COVID breaks. But they'll be, they're doing well. They're fighting hard, and they'll be learning every time they play with their young group of players. Today's probably an opportunity for one or two more to get a bit more pitch time, which is superb for them. And I think they'll build into this a little bit more. It'll be exciting to see what they can offer as we get into more of this match.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we just had Lydia there just showing a bit of skill to try and beat a couple of players there on the sideline. Loose ball came out. Harriet picked up, and unfortunately passed it straight to a Swansea player, but she's worked hard there to cover herself, to pick the ball up and make an interception. Ball into G, then to Swansea. We can see straight away East Grinstead players are all on the move, looking to support that player on the ball. Swansea being pinged in here in the back, in the bottom right corner of the pitch, and East Grinstead working hard to try and take the ball off them, which they did, but unfortunately passed into a well-placed Swansea defender, who then tried to be a bit creative and an error from the bottom right corner, but unfortunately straight to an East Grinstead stick.
It's been really nice to see, actually. East Grinstead looking to just drop a ball and then lead hard into the next space and get that back. So there's a lot of intention to just play a nice little 1-2, which makes it really hard for opposition sometimes when that's happening, because you just feel like you are chasing the whole time. But really impressed so far with EG's ability just to give a really early pass. I think this is the best I've seen us do this. So it's going to be a good game. Just hard work off the ball. G now, people in really good high positions. It's going to make it hard for Swansea to feel like they can cover all areas. If people are wide near the sidelines and high near the baseline, and those balls go at good pace, it is really difficult to feel like you're not chasing a game. So yeah, here we go, another 16 for Swansea. All right, bit better out of there, looking to link the passes until we hit Chloe.
Yeah, well stepped in front of the attacker there by Chloe to make that interception. But unfortunately, tracking him back, the player, it was played onto her foot. So Swansea can build again from halfway line. They're looking, Jessica Ray is clearly the player, Jessica Rowe, apologies, is clearly the player who is looking to distribute the ball for them here. And to try and help them build some attacks and get higher up the pitch.
Good work from Robin there, number 26. Centre forward when you decide to go. It's nice that you've got some support in behind, which was there for her. But really good energy, good commitment to get out there and close that ball down. She's working really hard on that forward line. So I think that kind of energy and effort really helps turn over the ball, which we just did there. So the next person, it makes it easier for the next person in behind just to step and win the ball for the team. So as a forward, when you're doing that kind of chasing down and that work, it's really important that you've got people in behind who are going to step and win the ball for you, so you don't feel like you just wasted all your legs.
And EG, they're trying to build a counter. We've got some pace in the forward line of East Grinstead, and that sometimes really helps, but also hinders players like ourselves trying to keep up and support them. But no, we have some real pace in the forward line. Just now we had Maltzer, Ellie Ray, Soph and Robin really trying to run out that Swansea defence.
So Swansea certainly look like they're working hard. They've obviously had some good words at quarter time just to try and get that ball. Look like they want the ball. A great attacking opportunity. Oh, superb there. Just a little bit more intent and purpose what they're doing. They've clearly got a long ball out the back there that we just saw, and then some good height. That was a good effort there, good chance for them, just to give them a bit more confidence and think actually they're going to be working hard, creating as many opportunities as they can. Again, looking to just get those balls into the circle. But Laura Myers in goal for East Grinstead had it well covered just a moment ago. Now we've got Mauser on the ball with her pace, just charging forwards also into a couple of players. But East Grinstead certainly working hard for people to get into their positions again. We've got people up on the baseline. We've got the backline platform again. People working hard and wanting the ball. Nice little shout from G there. Yeah, I was wondering when there was going to be a few more aerials coming out the back. I think Swansea might need to use a few more of those just to try and get the ball a little bit higher up the pitch, but then just quality on their passing. Nice little reply aerial from EG. Debutant Alice on the ball there, looking sharp, sprightly.
Yes, and EG once again just trying to build that play. Maltzer's a very exciting player to watch, not only for pace but her skills combined. Oh, and we've got a earshot there from Sophie Bray. We don't see those too often from her.
Not at all. I mean, she connects 9 times out of 10. She will connect with that, and that ball would be in the back of the net. So we absolutely take any of the air shots because we love the ones that go in the back of the net. Love that her nickname also is Serena, after Serena Williams, known to volley left, right and centre from any height. I'm sure we'll see some of that hopefully today as we get into that circle again.
Yes, her eye for the ball is incredible. She'll be in a position and the ball will be somewhere and suddenly it's in the back of the net. As a defender, it's very hard to defend and cover. But so yeah, she's an unbelievable goal scorer. And Swansea win the ball back there, off of one of our fullbacks, and that's happened, I would say 5 or 6 times now, and it's a real opportunity they need to capitalise on, because it's a great position where, you know, if they have players supporting, and just looking for someone to's as after they've won the ball, hopefully they can get higher up the pitch.
Yeah, I think the what next for Swansea at the moment is sort of the key element, and at half-time maybe they'll start to address that. You know, they're working hard to try and win the ball, and then it's just about looking after it a little bit more when they've got it. So they just need people in good positions, that's a bit better, and then give the early ball so the next pass can go. Good work from Courtney there just to close down. So here we go, a few more linking passes and you'll start to see them perhaps open up, but too much experience there from Chloe in the middle for East Grinstead. She's aged 38 now. She's a wealth of experience for both internationally and club level, and she reads the game superbly, so she'll always be a hard one to get around. Her energy and intent to stop any attack is always key for East Grinstead backline. But here we are, building again. Good patience, good positions here from East Grinstead. Laura Unsworth working hard to the outside there on the right hand side, and again you just see Alice in a top position down at the baseline. Perhaps a bit lucky with the ball that she got, but here we go. We're forcing the Swansea defence to have to kind of get into action. The keeper to have a kick a high ball out, and Alice on the ball. Go on, Al.
Yeah, and it's really difficult for Swansea actually, because they're working so hard off the ball. They're having to work so hard off the ball, and that may be one of the issues when they get the ball up the pitch and after they've won the ball, because their players are then fighting to try and get in the position to support, with all the work they're doing off the ball, having to chase East Grinstead at the moment because of East Grinstead's ability to pass the ball so quickly and into little pockets.
Yeah, the quality of EG's passing at the moment has been superb. I'd say last couple of minutes in this quarter just coming up, but it's it's a shame not to have made more out of circle entries. I think Swansea just warming up a little bit into second quarter, perhaps not quite ready in the first quarter. And East Grinstead, as we mentioned, East Grinstead's challenge today is to be consistent in that final third and actually really, really link, the easy passes so that we get those scoring opportunities.
Yes, and that was an opportunity there where, as you said, link the easy passes. Courtney did really well there in the middle of the pitch to eliminate the defender coming at her. And that was a great opportunity there where, those are the small things where actually we need to find that easy pass to make that connection to get into the 25. But it's a much better quarter for Swansea. East Grinstead, they've kept East Grinstead to the same score from the first quarter, and they've held their shape much tighter, and have been winning some more balls in the press. But as we said, they've really got to try and work on actually then looking after that ball once they've won it.
Again, and you'll see Laura Unsworth on the left-hand sideline this time as opposed to the right a few moments ago. And that just shows the kind of legwork that people are putting in to make sure that the pitch is as big as it possibly can be and that ball is going. Here we go, Chloe, just a nice ball into that circle again. It's been a bit too easy to get that ball in there, in all honesty. And I think that's where, if Swansea can tighten that up, they'll have a bit more confidence to just defend their circle. But yeah, the work rate from EG just to make that pitch big has been outstanding, combined with the quality of passing. Here we have Ellie Ray on the ball, lifted up, Al making a good show for it, nothing given, so Swansea just mop up. But again, that's where they just need to have a little bit more quality on what they're doing as we head into half time.
Yeah, and I think Catherine Hunter was just looking for a side, and that looked like one of those clearances of I just want the sideline. So a good half from East Grinstead, 3-0 up. And I think from the first quarter, they will be kind of really happy. Obviously need to work on circle entries from the second quarter.
Cisco Meraki began with the pursuit of revolutionary new technology, 100% cloud-managed IT.
Basically an entire network under a single pane of glass.
After more than a decade in business, Meraki continues to innovate, delivering the simplest, most powerful solutions around.
Helping our customers stay ahead of the curve as demands continue to grow.
This means that wireless is expertly designed and engineered, optimized for the real world.
Which means a better user experience, and it's easier to set up.
Meraki's best-in-class network security is updated automatically, giving you a powerful defense and peace of mind.
So no matter the vulnerability, we're always working to keep you covered.
And ambitious goals don't require cumbersome tools and a team of experts to achieve.
So you can finally get rid of all of these.
Now your networks can be configured in minutes, even for hundreds of sites around the world.
Wait, really?
Yes, really. Plus, you can manage your networks from anywhere.
Seriously, Dad?
I was just trying to finish something up.
Today, IT isn't just racks and cables in a server room. It's working with sales, marketing, and the C-suite to solve business problems. It's intelligent insights giving you an edge in decision-making. It's giving you time back to focus on the work that really matters. It's powerful technology for everyone. So get smart and work simple.
So here we are, just about to start second half. This great game, Swansea against East Grinstead. Apologies as well, we probably forgot to introduce ourselves at the beginning. So commentating for the game today is Jojo Davis, Barbados international. Jojo, tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
Oh, I don't know, you just told it. You just said it. Yeah, so
quality player. Many skills. Doesn't tend to wear shin pads, although probably a bit hardcore for that. But yeah, tell us about your career.
Yeah, so I've played for Barbados, started under the junior squad when I was 15. So did 2 cycles of under 21s, Junior Pan Am. And obviously, in my era, that time was when Argentina were kind of at their peak. So games were interesting. We had a lot of double figure scores, unfortunately, being a little island against those big nations. So yeah, played senior. My highlight for my career was Melbourne Commonwealth Games. That was a great opportunity, great experience. So yeah.
Super stuff. I think I played against you in that Commonwealth Games. Here we are. We're just underway with the second half, and Swansea look sprightly. They look like they're up for it. They've obviously had a good half-time team talk, putting some strong tackles in there, and I think it's going to be interesting to see what brings in this second half. As we said early, the challenge for East Grinstead scoring those 3 goals fairly easily and early on will be to be consistent and look to put that ball in the back of the net. Goal difference is important in leagues. Certainly, when it comes down to it, just those top few positions to get the Europe places, it is really, really important. So it'll be interesting to see now what happens in this second half, and can they find the back of the net again with a slightly stronger Swansea side than perhaps in those first opening minutes.
Yeah, so Gilly, you can tell us about your expansive career, which probably spans quite some years ago started.
Yeah, totally. Expansive career, what you mean, because I'm age 40. Yeah, no, long career. Highlight definitely for me was also playing things like Commonwealth Games. We're just going to interrupt slightly for Swansea putting a good attack in here with number 18. They're looking like they've got some good intent and purpose. Number 18 is not listed on the team sheets. I'm not sure who she is, but certainly they looked good there. As they're trying to find a little bit more space and just get in behind the EG back line.
Yes, that was a good run there by the Swansea player. Really running at the 2 defenders, and sometimes that's something definitely defenders you don't like as a defender, where a player is face up to you and just running at you with the ball, particularly if they've got considerable skills.
Good effort in there. They'll be pleased with that, Swansea. They certainly look like they've got a good intent now to get in there and actually trying to put a threat towards the EG goal. But here we are back on with Irish, playing the ball to Chloe, and EG just looking to build again. But yeah, no, I think, when we've had a long career, both of us have had long careers, and it's really exciting to see some of the younger players now coming through. East Grinstead, a fantastic hockey club. Delighted to see, people making their debuts. There's been a number of them over the last few years, whether youngsters or some more experienced players that are coming through from their second team. Really, really important that you've got a club set up that, your second team links closely with your first team. And it's a really positive place and a positive experience for everybody. So excited looking over that crowd over there on the far side. There's definitely a few youngsters in there who'll be inspired by watching these ladies out on the pitch now, and I hope there's going to be some more goals to keep everybody entertained. But some good position stuff here. Swansea just winning the ball back. They'll be looking to restart now and get those passes going.
Yeah, Swansea's got a little bit more intent here, we can see in the second half. I think their passing has been a lot quicker. The decision making has been a lot quicker, and they're getting the ball into some dangerous areas. And here again, number 18 once again on the attack. That pace against Chloe, as a solid defender she is, sometimes pace might outdo her. But her positioning is outstanding, and and it's very hard to get around her because of that.
Yeah, it's the experience versus youthful pace at times, isn't it? Hopefully for most of us the experience comes off, but on occasion the pace is a frustration for the older player.
That's a great tip from number 12, Jessica Lee again. I think she's been a standout there in the middle of the pitch for them. She's been working really hard into real pockets of defensive pockets to win the ball back, and she's started another attack here for Swansea. Ball into the D. That's a stick tackle there by Chloe at the top of the D on number 10, Sarah Davies. Swansea's got a free hit here in a dangerous area.
Yeah, you can see why Swansea have put up some good fights in this league, and their scores haven't been crazy in their losses, because they obviously warm up and build into games, and they certainly look like they've bit more of an attacking threat. Here we go with EG though, however, looking to get that ball into the circle, and let's see what we can do. We've got Ron on the ball, number 23, with her skillful hands, and she's done a great job there just to win that corner, especially from outside the circle. So just quick show of the ball, and she had fast hands and skills really do make it tricky for defenders, as unfortunately number 11 just got in the way. So we've now got a corner for EG. What do you think, JJ? Goal or no goal?
Well, I'm going to go on this defender's side here because, as a defender, we want to put in strong tackles. And I think what outdone her, she got into a great position, but I think her body then kind of leant into the attacker, into Ron, as she was going through, and her follow-through kind of made it look a lot more worse than the actual tackle, original tackle was going to be. So hopefully EG can get a quick goal here to start the third quarter in the short corner.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get the ball in the back of that again. So here we go, Sophie Bray to inject. Rare with a nice drag. Fortunately, a rebound just going wide of Chloe. But G sending a nice ball into Chloe. Us looking hard again. Safe wanting a foot or a foul there. But Swansea do a good job just to belt that ball down. Oh, somebody's down over the far side. Let's hope they're okay.
That's Chloe down there. What was happening
I think
is that
Jill's going to have to do some sprinting.
There's a mask on the pitch that Sophie was complaining about there.
Here we are. Chloe's up on her feet. She's okay. Phew.
Yeah, she's a tough cookie, isn't she? So as we restart again, once again that right pocket of the pitch, and that's G getting the green card there for a stick tackle. But Swansea's won the ball again in that right channel of the pitch that they have all game. I think that's probably about the 7th time they have won that ball back. But unfortunately, they only make it about 5 yards up the pitch before they then lose it again. And it's something, something that they probably need to really think about. How do they actually, when they win the ball, probably about calming it down instead of trying to then kind of go all guns blazing ahead, because that's where EG are breaking it up.
Some good work there from Courtney, number 9. Just working hard to get it, but we just got just a bit of a purple patch at the moment, just to try and link these passes again as we did in those early moments of the game. And sometimes that is a problem. It's that you have it too easy early on, and then people sort of change what they do. But we just got to work hard. Swansea winning a corner here, so we just East Grinstead want to organise and look to get that ball, and then just look after it once we get it.
Yeah, and that's Jessica Rowe again. Getting a nice ball into the D for Swansea attack, but well defended there by East Grinstead, Alex Maltzer, and we can see the pace there of East Grinstead between Maltzer, Ellie Rare, Unfortunately, loose pass, and Swansea have picked it up.
Yeah, the challenge with pace sometimes is that you want to go super, super fast, but it's then just maintaining the linking of the passes together, and not going so fast that you just end up turning the ball over. But some exciting stuff that's happening out there, and I think, you know, that electrifying pace. You just want to change the angle slightly, perhaps use a drop ball at times just to secure and let people get ahead and get into position. Certainly some of our early successful attacks came from people, our East Grinstead attackers being really high on the baseline. So it'd be good to see a few more of them up there. Because now, as Ellie Rea gasses forward, she's going to want a pass at some point. Orti's in there. What's going to come of this? Doing a good job. Oh, great save
well
from the keeper. Can we finish it with a little Unsworth? Oh, another great double save from Ella Jackson in goal, so she'll be delighted with that. East Grinstead probably thinking that should have gone in.
Yes,
but if they maintain the pressure up there, sorry JJ, if they can maintain the pressure up there, I'm sure it's not far away.
No, it's great work by Ellie down the left-hand side of the pitch. And East Grinstead got the ball here again, building from the back, just passing the ball around, and then looking for that line ball. Not the greatest of hits, Iris should probably say to herself, but it got to an East Grinstead player, and we are on the attack. Ball into court, was using her skill, tried to limit the defenders, but again, what Swansea's done really well this half so far. They've really got some more players around the ball when East Grinstead are on the ball, and they're starting to win the ball back, even now in the middle of the pitch as well. So now it's Swansea's turn to build, but unfortunately, little deflection there off Sophie Bray, straight to East Grinstead player.
Yeah, and you can tell Swansea are buoyed by this. Ella, their goalkeeper there, is just really calling to her defence. A lot of encouragement just to keep people moving, keep people in the right places. And I think EG just need to pick themselves up a little bit here. As we said at the beginning, the challenge to be consistent and to maintain the standards of what they were doing. That for early quarter and a half was all about get, give, people in really good positions high and wide, and just linking those passes. And what we don't want to see is too many people running with the ball too deep in the pitch, because it just means that we'll lose that linking of the passes. We just want to keep it get, give, build from the back, people into good positions, and that gives us a better opportunity just to get that ball forward.
Yeah, and East Grinstead is starting to make a few mistakes here. Another loose pass there from Harriet Mitchell. Again, it's not something we see from Harriet very often, but that may be because of the pressure that Swansea started to put on East Grinstead this half. So Jessica Lee there into number 7, Catering. And then into the play on the baseline. Unfortunately, they were unable to keep hold of the ball. But again, Swansea are having some attacks actually in East Grinstead, attacking 25 and in the D, which they weren't able to do in that first quarter, particularly early in the game. So it's good signs here from Swansea.
Yeah, and some good work from court there. Just trying to hold on to the ball, make sure we find that pass. I think if EG can regain their patience, rather than trying to go forward at every single opportunity, which Nonny's doing now nicely here, this is going to build a bit better. We just get that patience again, and the gaps open then. If you try and go forwards all the time, the gaps aren't there, and it makes it harder. But good work from Al in good position. Robin on the baseline, so this is, that's better. That's some of the stuff we saw early on. And I think if we can get EG refiring on those aspects of the width, the height, and just giving that ball early with good patience, some goals won't be far away.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you think you've got so much time on the ball. You decide to then not do what we would simply do of just the passing game that we play at the start. And East Grinstead's probably fall foul of that now in this third quarter, where they've been thinking, I've got more time than I think, I don't need to pass the ball straight away. But actually that's really now starting to hinder their game plan. Again, Jessica Lee working really hard there in the middle of the pitch to get Swansea in attack and looking up the pitch for number 2, Beth Wood.
Good juggling skills there for Munsey. Playing back into Nonny, and again here just looking for what's on, but also coming out. Good patience from Munsey, just to make sure that ball is kept in EG possession. Harriet, great threat forward to Bray, who unfortunately just used her foot, but it doesn't matter.
Yes, that looks quite an interesting stop there from Sophie Bray. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting just now. You see, Lauren's was on the ball. She sometimes just makes it look so effortless when she carries the ball or makes a tackle. Alice there, nice little ball into the D, but unfortunately, East Grinstead player wasn't quite in the position to pick it up.
Yeah, good debut for Mal. Really pleased for her. She's an exciting young player. She's got some great skills, and she's sort of come into this game really well. I think she's going to start to link with the EG forward line, and I think there's going to be an exciting future for her. Brilliant to see school age players playing first team hockey at this level. I think it bodes well for the club and also for them individually as they look to progress in their careers.
Yeah, absolutely. This is such a big step from the school hockey they play. As exciting it is for them playing for their schools and in those various competitions, when they make the step to this level of competition, they do get a little bit scared and it's a little bit daunting for them. E.g. they're on attack. Nice ball from Red to Soph.
Great effort there. Soph firing that ball in, and Robin, good position there. Unfortunately, a touch just playing it onto the post rather than into the back of the goal. But great opportunities. It's building now. It's building. Some good patience from E.g. and some good passing. I'm sure that back of the net's going to bulge soon. But again, the attacks came then from good height, people in good width, and just the early passes to the baseline. So that's been a real success point for EG, and I hope they look to keep continuing doing that, because it makes it easy just to get that ball forward, and then the Swansea players are really having to chase to cover every aspect as that ball's going to go into the circle. But here we are, other end of the pitch, Swansea on the ball, just outside the circle. Let's see what they've got here.
Nice little nick of the ball there by number 18 again. She's done really well in this quarter against East Grinstead's defence. But again, unfortunately, nothing too threatening. But Swansea with a long corner.
So unfortunate slip there for Swansea. They just end up turning over possession. Rhea was on hand there, and here we go with her speed. So if we can just get some good early lines from, we've got Robin up there and Jay. There's two options, but yeah, I think Rhea will admit that she just wanted to look early. Great quarter though. No goals as yet in that third quarter, but we're doing very well, and the final phase to come.
Yeah, and Swansea must take some credit, give themselves some credit there for that quarter, because actually I think they were on the upper hand there, and East Grinstead will probably want to really think about what they did in that quarter, because it definitely wasn't what they did in the first quarter. So yeah, lots to work on. It's one of those team talks where you want to be the fly on the wall, isn't it?
Sure is. I wonder what Leonboy's going to be saying there. Just, actually probably what did you do well early on and what worked really, really well, and what are we not doing as well for the moment. So it's going it looks like he's motioning in straight lines. If you run in straight lines, it makes it really easy for opposition to sort of pick the pass and close the ball down. And I think we've got to make sure that width and that the width and the height count. So if we just go in straight lines, it becomes a bit of a turnover game, and hopefully we can get that reinstated for this final quarter and get some more scores on the doors. I know Swansea, here we go. We've got Paul Edwards really giving them some Welsh spirit in his team talk there. He's very passionate there, and he's you know, Swansea have really built here. I think they'll be looking to try and convert something in this final quarter. We've seen Myers having to make a couple of saves now in the East Grinstead goal, and they'll certainly be buoyed by their progression throughout this game. As we said, the challenge now is for EG's quality, as we saw that really simple, easy passing early on, just to come into play again. Patience, wait for the gap to open, and then it just becomes a simple passing game where the opportunities will come. Oh, Swansea off. EG having to run into position, perhaps a few seconds late. Good burst of pace here from Swansea number 2, Beth Wood, and Swansea into that circle. So I think EG just need to switch on. Let's go and get organised now. So restart with the 16 with Chloe. Let's get some energy, some pace around the back.
Yeah, and Swansea now doing a bit of a high press. In the second quarter, they're already stepping off of East Grinstead, but I think they probably thought an opportunity. The press is on now. EG here in the attack with Lydia on the reverse, and Ellie Ray going in for deflection, but that was wide.
Did we say Ellie Ray is on jug avoidance at the moment? She's on 2, but looking for the 3rd.
Yes, absolutely. And I think she's missed a few years with us being at the bar, so...
Let's hope she finds a 3rd then, and we get to that bar at the end of this game. Good aerial out the back. That's what I think Swansea were looking to do a bit earlier in the game as well. They just build the quality now in their passing. EG going to have to work hard to come and get that ball, and just cover the options and try and turn that ball over. Sophie Bray working hard there, as she does. Very good at closing down and picking things off, and very astute in how she closes players.
Yeah, Swansea just looking after the ball here now. Although that was probably not the best hit. She's probably not what she would have wanted as Jessica Rowe there at the back.
I think Ray's going to want some arnica at some point.
I think she is. But yeah, so Swansea started to look after the ball there and moving the ball around and making East Grinstead work, which is what East Grinstead were doing to them in the first half. And they just need to continue doing that now and see if they can get some sort of consolation and start to build something for this last quarter of this game.
So I hope Ellie Ray is all right there, just getting a knock. Auti on now to replace her, so we hope she gets a scoring opportunity, because she certainly can unleash that ball. And here we are, sideline restart, right hand side with Noni, who's going to be looking for some nice offerings.
Ball into Courtney there. Did really well, Courtney, to get that ball. Nice elimination to play. Oh, but that pass has just let Courtney down there, unfortunately. She'll be really disappointed in herself, because she worked really hard to get EG out of a tight situation. And there we go, Swansea now on attack. We've got 4v3 with East Grinstead working hard to get back to cover though. So Chloe there bring the ball out, but being closed down by the Swansea players. Starting to feel a little bit frantic now, Gila. Not sure what you think.
Yeah, I think we're just losing that. We've lost the width at the moment. In that we commentated earlier and said about, you know, people like Unzi getting really wide into those positions, and just the patience with the passing. I think when you lose the width and everybody charges forwards in those straight lines, it becomes a turnover game. But using that, you know, people in those places, and just, you know, we gave, people kept moving, we hit the baseline, and the gaps, the space are there. It was there because Swansea can't cover every aspect of the pitch in that sense. So we just need to get back into simple things: the width, the get, the give, and the height from the baseline. But And the challenge is, as you want that next goal to happen, you're trying to rush it rather than being patient. So I think if we can just little bits and pieces, just get the linking of the passes is so important. And I think if we're honest, that's probably what undid us when we were out in Lille. We just didn't link the passes as well for the European competition that we played in. But it's it was really reassuring to see that happening in the first aspects of this game.
I think that was a card for Harriet Mitchell for what I would assume is a deliberate back stick. Not very sure. But yes, Harriet Mitchell there on a green card. So East Grinstead down to 10 players. It's a great chance for Swansea to really try and get at East Grinstead. But let's see what they do.
So yeah, EG will just have to reorganise slightly with one less player, but let's hope they can still stretch the pitch. I think important, we're just Nonny just winding up a little bit. Here we go and everywhere, and we just now need to link. Not sure Swansea 5 there from the sideline restart, but Court's done well. She's got a great turn out onto her that side, and now that's better. Just looking to link those passes. So a great roll from Court. Some nice play which she just looked to do earlier as well. And I think if EG can get a good press on here, we can turn the ball back up high at the pitch, keep the pressure on, try and create the next attacking opportunity.
Yeah, so now Swansea on the build. Some nice passing out there of the defence, but unfortunately work there by G and Maltzer to stop the attack from building. Maltzer there with a nice aerial down the line to Lydia, who's played in Ellie, who's going on the baseline. Swansea defender getting a little touch there for a long corner to East Grinstead.
So I think EG looking to play a set piece here, get down into that right hand side. Unfortunately, Nonny just lifting the cross in there. So Swansea regain possession. Here we are. In the final just over 11 minutes. Harriet's rejoined the team, so EG back to full strength in every sense. Caught on the ball, just looking to Chloe. Here we go, back to Harriet, just looking to do simple things, just to get the patience back and link those passes and get Swansea to have to really work hard for the ball. Great work from Nonny there with their lovely skills.
So East Grinstead now look to build from the back. It was probably a risk ball there that Chloe didn't need to play, but G was on hand to pick up any loose balls. Nice little dink out to Ellie Ray, reversed it shot, and Autumn is on hand to tap it in. Great little deflection in from Autumn Bowden.
And a green card there as well. Not sure why. Probably something said to the umpire, frustration. But yeah, superb to see Autie on the scoreline. Nice tap in at the back post, but some good position stuff, some good early passing, and a quality ball in shot that can be turned in. So well done to EG. Nice to get the scoring going again. Let's have a nice buzzy last 10 minutes. Hopefully that'll be the lift that EG needed just to spark them back into. Come on, who's gonna get on the end of these attacking opportunities? So Robin on the ball, much better. Here we go. Good effort, and you can hear the crowd a bit more entertained now.
I think that's the crowd for both teams there, because that was definitely a Swansea shout there, asking them to wake up. But I give credit to Swansea. I think they have worked really hard the last two quarters in particular. But East Grinstead just kind of turn it, spit into another gear there for the last couple of minutes. I think they really kind of woken up themselves to try and realise that they can do much better than they have been doing.
So we've got Anzi in the back line now. I think Chloe's just icing her knee on the sideline, perhaps from that earlier hit. So we're just looking for EG to reorganise, reshuffle. There's a few different personnel into positions. But yeah, let's definitely hope that, just get those moments again when we get people in the right positions, people making the right decisions, and the right things happening. Just so it's exciting for both teams. Good steal there from G. Slight use of foot as well, so unfortunately not legal. But she's had a good game, G. She's been a great addition to the East Grinstead side this season. Works incredibly hard. I think certainly she was one of the players that must have covered the most kilometres out in Lille. Certainly she absolutely puts a shift in left, right and centre. So good work from Rhea there, looking to link Alice on the ball. Here we go, Al, lovely pass. Looking to find Mauser. But good work from Swansea in defence there just to mop up and kill the attack. But Mauser's done well to win that ball back. She's got an incredibly low centre of gravity with a very nice flat stick that wins a lot of balls. So some top work from her.
Yeah, and then so EG just got the ball back out. They build again just to kind of try and get a nice little attack going with some quick passes. Noni there on the intersection, and just playing it out where Unzi's currently holding kind of that central defender position. Oh, and that was another chance there for Ellie Rare. She really has some money to spend at the bar this afternoon, I think.
Totally has. I think that was an example of just the quality there when rather than just bashing the ball in, G really looked to connect and made a good connection with, I think it was Robin on the baseline, who got the ball across, and that's the kind of hockey that those chances will come and become more fruitful when Ellie Ray wants to put them in the back of the net. But yeah, she can. She'll be ready for the next one, I'm sure, and she can get to the bar for that one.
Yeah, and that was another creative pass Swansea would look to do to get out the defence, but unfortunately not really coming off. Ellie picking the ball up there on the baseline, a nice little ball in. Oh, and Robin there in front of the goalie looking for a tap-in, but the ball's gone wide.
Yeah, I think what's really nice actually in this last quarter, the last few moments, you just see players like Robin and Alice particularly really showing for the ball on the forward line as youngsters. You want to see more of that, and then just really hard work to win the ball. Raya's just done another good job there. She leads by example, and those chances, Robin with the last one, they'll come. They're all good signs of players understanding what they need to do and getting into good positions and getting into the good habits of doing the right thing. So it's very encouraging so far, and we hope these last 6 minutes are going to provide us with perhaps at least one extra goal.
Not sure that was what Mauser wanted to do there. She's looking for that aerial ball again down the line, but unfortunately again didn't come off. And the aerial's one of those things that when it does work, it's absolutely brilliant. When it doesn't, it is very frustrating. EG here on the attack with Jay on the ball. Robin's made a great lead wide. Ball goes out to Robin on the baseline, and Robin looked for the nice pass across to D, but Alice's shot was intercepted. Probably not hard enough going at the goal, but it was great positioning by Alice there, great control to try and get the shot off.
Yeah, nice to see EG really looking for each other in the circle, trying to pick out the player that's got probably the best position to score. Yeah, Zal gets into more of those positions, and no doubt she'll find that finish.
That's a great ball out here to the left-hand side to number 6 for Swansea, who's trying to make some attacks, who kind of changed the angle, went into the pitch, but knew she had a player out wide. And that's that Jessica Lee again. She's done the yards around the pitch to try and work hard for Swansea and get into some dangerous positions.
Yeah, she's got some really nice skills as well, actually. I'm impressed with her for Swansea this game. Definitely one of their key players. Unzi on the ball now for EG, just coming out the back. Super confident player, Unzi is. Very, very calm on the ball, very strong. Again, low centre of gravity. helps with her strength, but her ability to pick passes is outstanding, and she's always instrumental for East Grinstead. So we've got Irish on the ball now.
So last 4 minutes of this game to go, and we see if East Grinstead can add another to the goal tally, or whether Swansea can try and at least get one to some of the work that they've really put in these last 2 quarters. East Grinstead obviously want to keep that clean sheet, but it's also still nice to see players getting a goal. Well out there by the goalie to clear lines.
Yeah, she's had a good game, Ella. I think by the early bit where perhaps the defence weren't as organised, and she was left a little bit exposed with EG just able to enter the circle too easily. She's done well, but Myers at the other end called into action, and a stroke awarded for Swansea after a really, really strong drive into the circle, and Myers called in to make the smother. I'm not sure if it was whether it's a stick tackle just as the player had an opportunity. I don't think Myers particularly fouled there. I think it's probably the stick tackle that's been given, and a stroke. So we'll see. Myers is...
I think the tackle was off of Laura Unsworth there. Beth Wood did really well to pick that ball that was absolutely pinged at her. And she kind of made the run into the attacking D with Undy covering. So we'll just see the stroke here for Swansea, see if they can get a goal on the board. It's a great finish from Jessica Rowe. Again, she's been one of the key players at the back, just trying to distribute the ball. In all fairness, I think Swansea deserved that from how they've been the last 2 quarters.
Yeah, EG will be disappointed with that's for sure. They'll be looking to make amends in these last 3.5 minutes or so. And I think the key for them, if they can do some simple stuff rather than running into traffic, they'll create the opportunities. There's still time for a good 4 or 5 opportunities, that's for sure, if they're smart with the ball, and get into the good positions just as they did at the start of the game. So we've got one on the ball here. Harriet to restart. So Swansea coach Paul Edwards really, really calling to his players now. He's keen to make it as much out of this last 3 minutes, just under as they can, and keep that scoreline down. Whereas EG are looking definitely to get in there and try and make something else happen.
Yes, well played, well positioned there. Jess Rowe again in the middle of that defence for that EG ball coming across the pitch. Got Lydia here on the left-hand side, trying to beat 2 players. She was quite lucky there. Stick tackled by the Swansea player again. Jess is there again in that middle of the D, just picking up quite a lot of that's coming through from East Grinstead. So obviously this is the last couple of minutes for East Grinstead Ladies Ones, but at 6 o'clock, remember to join us watching East Grinstead men play. I think I need to find out who they're playing. I'll be watching, but I definitely need to know who they're playing. It's good to support. Good to support the ones. Big game against Surbiton. I've just been informed. And East Grinstead are just playing the ball around now. I think they're probably feeling a little bit frustrated letting that goal in. And you can start to see them playing these last few minutes, a little bit more pace, a little bit more passing game that they did early on. So as we come into the end, Gilly, we've got to think about our player.
Yeah, it's an interesting shout, that. Player of the game, I think there's been some strong contenders. I think obviously Rhea with her early couple of finishes is up there. I think the Swansea number 23 has had a great game, as has who was the other one that Was it?
Number 12.
Yeah, number 12 also.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. It's an interesting one because I think Swansea's really come into this game, and those two players have been really key to that.
Good defensive work there from Laura Unsworth. She's also had a superb game. I think her input into the EG team is always of a very high standard, and I think that she's having to cover into a different position now is also superb. So there we have it for today. Good level of score in the 4-1. So 5 goals for the crowd to enjoy. Swansea definitely got better after their wobbly first quarter where they conceded those 3 goals. Definitely came back, and you can see why their scorelines haven't been too crazy. EG having a really positive early phase, and rejuvenating themselves in moments to find scoring opportunities, taking at least one of them into the second half. But nice to see Swansea get on the score sheet as well. They'll be pleased with that after all their efforts and hard work, and travelling all this way to at least get on the score sheet once is probably important to them. But a great 3 points for EG. They'll be chuffed with that. Obviously missing key players, and hoping to have them back as soon as they possibly can. I think for player of the match today, I'm going to go for Unzi, I think, for the EG team. I think she put in a superb effort, covering loads of places, and she would get my player of the match today. Congratulations, Unzi.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you to Unzi for that one. But I think, as I say, special mention to number 23 from Swansea, Jessica Rowe. I thought she did really well to try to cover the defensive area of the pitch for Swansea to limit some of the attacks that EG had. So yeah, so well done to all.
In fact, Anzi just querying with the umpires perhaps some of their decisions just at the end there as well, still on the pitch. But I would also mention that I think the other very strong contender for East Grinstead was Ellie Rash. I think she's hugely exciting, getting on the score sheet twice, and her energy and efforts have been superb. Maybe missed out, just not quite finding that third goal. It's probably a little bit harsh, but I'm sure she can take that, and I look forward to having a drink with her afterwards.
Yes, absolutely. I think she owes quite a few of us a drink or two.
And news just in as well as we are finishing up here is just that Wales have just beaten Scotland in their World Cup qualifier in a penalty shuffle shootout, with the score 0-0 at the end of that game between Wales and Scotland ladies. We've just seen that Wales have managed to win that, so they're absolutely over the moon, it looks like. I think they'll be delighted with those efforts, and we're hoping shortly to hear, get a chance to interview a couple of players from East Grinstead, player of the match Anzi, hopefully the debutant Alice, see how they enjoyed their games, and also the player of the match from Swansea, who number 23. Be nice to hear from her too.
Yeah, so congratulations to Jo Westwood, who's out, member of East Grinstead Hockey Club, who's out there representing Wales at the moment for the World Cup qualifiers. I know how excited they were just for this opportunity.
Congratulations, Andy. Awarded player of the match. Tell us about the game. How you enjoyed that?
Yeah, we started very well. 3 goals in, I think, the first 7 minutes. And then did we score 1 in the final quarter? But I think overall, the way we were trying to play, I think we're going to be pretty happy. We're putting the things that we did in training into practice. And yeah, 3 points. We're happy. Winners are grinners.
Totally. And covering a huge amount of ground, noticed that you were all over the pitch and then ended up in the back line as well to finish off.
Yeah, I ended up giving away a stroke, so maybe I should just stay further up the field, away from the defence.
No, congratulations. I think it's outstanding to watch you play after 3 Olympic medals and some superb seasons at East Grinstead. Delighted on your performance today, so well done.
Thanks, Gilly.
And just, we've got Alice standing here about to come and speak to us, making her debut.
Yeah, she's a bit nervous, so take it easy on her, all right?
What would you say to players like Alice who's coming through for the ones?
I think just keep playing, keep enjoying, keep having fun at training. Just keeping the points at Jason and Mary, keep them on board and basically play with a smile.
And Alice, you want to come and join us so you can just ask you a couple of questions.
Come, it's not that scary. Just step over here. Over here. Here we go. You hold the mic. There we go.
I mean, you've got Laura Unsworth there, probably one of Great Britain's, most outstanding players, standing next to you, kind of giving you such great words. How does it feel like that to be playing with her for your first East Grinstead ladies ones game?
Amazing. Couldn't believe I could be standing right next to you, Anzi.
Oh, stop
Inspirational player. You inspire me every day, Anzi.
You didn't maybe take after my eyebrows.
No, don't talk about the eyebrows, okay?
How did it feel, Alice? Though you've come through. You've been coached by Marion and Richard Organ here at East Grinstead for quite some time now, and it's taken some time for you to get here. But how did it feel to actually now step out on that pitch especially in front of a good crowd today?
I know, I couldn't believe it. I feel like it's been a battle, but I've loved every moment of it, and I'm so pleased I've made my debut today.
Yeah, it was some outstanding play, and Gilly and I were very impressed, making that step up. So, really well done, really well done.
Thank you so much.
Well done on your first interview, Al.
As we...
Oh, it's been off the whole time.
We've got... Sorry, joining us now, we've got... Is it Jessica?
Yeah, Jess.
Jess Rose, isn't it? Hopefully we pronounce your name correctly throughout the cameras, because it's always a tricky one. Us teachers, we have that battle every day.
I know I'm a teacher too.
Yeah, so we picture as one of the players for Swansea today, who really stepped up and really trying to push it. What was it like out there today for yourselves?
Yeah, it was a tough start. Obviously travelling 4 hours to get here and then getting out of the car, we just probably didn't get ready enough for the game. Obviously conceded 3 early on. And then I think we built into the game well. Obviously we got a goal, which is always nice. But I think we're trying to build as a squad moving forward. But I highlighted that we need to start games better in future.
Yeah, no, congratulations, Jess. Have you heard your Welsh scores on the doors yet from the World Cup
No,
qualifier?
I haven't.
Well, we have some news for you. I think there's a victory that happened
really?
in a shootout. So you guys, congratulations, because obviously that's superb news for Wales, and we wish you well. But congratulations today. We definitely
thank you.
I think that early bit was tough, but certainly you got stronger and stronger, and it was really great to see answers happening on pitch and responding to coaches' instructions, and certainly to get up there and get on the score sheet yourself was superb. So congratulations to you, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us. I don't think I even turned it on. I'll just give that back to you. Thank you.